Jupiter Saloon features adult language, cartoonish violence, inebriated aliens, murderous warbots, off-key karaoke, and whatever else decides to wander in from a dangerous and unpredictable universe. If any of this offends you, maybe find a different galactic dive bar to hang out in.
Initiating landing sequence. We are now in orbit around the stormy atmosphere of Jupiter. Tomorrow night is karaoke night. Why not come sing your favorite song? Reminder that because of recent events, there are no smoke machines, switchblades, energy weapons, outside food and beverages, and animals over 12 pounds allowed at the karaoke night. This is not a BYO microphone event. Please prepare for our final approach. We are now landing at the Jupiter Saloon.
Oh my god, that's the tale of the light century. What I wouldn't give to hear what happened. Oh, the weird thing is...
Hello, do you have any specials?
Hektor!
I see my reputation precedes me. I assure you, only the most lugubrious aspects of the gossip are true.
Mr. the Vector, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Tao. Tao Neutrino, bounty hunter for hire. Here's my card. Careful, it's got razor edges.
Thank you, my dear. And please, no one calls me Mr. the Vector. Hektor is fine.
It's an honor. Hektor, I would love to buy you a drink.
Oh, thank you. I'll just have a sublight beer, something galactic.
One Milky Way sublight coming up. Okay, I've got more interviews. I'll be back in a bit.
Wow, these things go down like water.
Hey, Hektor, is it true you can calculate faster than any supercomputer in the galaxy?
No, that's just gossip.
Oh, so if I was going to ask you how much surface tension it takes to flatten this beer can, you wouldn't know?
My dear, my first summer job was at a miniature golf course.
Okay.
But my second summer job was calculating the shell buckling stress equations for retro rockets during Venetian atmosphere re-entry at a covert Roscosmos launch site. Ask a better question.
Okay. You ever play Frag, Frack, or Frap?
What?
Frag, Frack, or Frap. I give you 3 names, and you tell me who you'd blow to bits, Frag, who you'd go to bed with, Frack, and who you just share a nice milkshake with, Frap.
Oh, I like this game.
Let's start with some fictional characters. Okay. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Chewbacca.
Frag, frack, or frap? Well, let's see. Well, I'd kill Luke. I mean, he's a bit of a little bitch.
Obviously.
And, I guess I wouldn't want to watch a Wookiee drink a milkshake.
Hey, Wookiees need love too.
Okay, I get it now. So what about your barfly friends? Tau, Frag, Frack, or Frap? 6 Jeffs, Flynn, or Joe the bartender?
Easy. I'd kill Flynn. Quite easily. I'd spend the night with 6 Jeffs because, I mean, that's gonna be a story. And I'd have a milkshake with Joe. Poor guy needs a break.
Okay, my turn. Let's see. I would... So, the thing about like just tuning another horse is the breastplate. You really need to wear a metal one to match. Will try and crack your sternum. I don't know. Like, it's an executive slumber pod. Okay, it's really nice. Really nice.
So what do you find people do?
Well, I was just preparing for an adventure. The great Captain Snakebait sent me a message. We're going to reclaim his ship from the duplicitous Dilapida, his first mate turned mutineer.
Ah, yes. You're in the market for revenge. Tell me, what will you and your captain do when you catch this Dilapida?
Well, we'll probably just, I don't know. throw her in the brig or leave her stranded on a desert planet somewhere. Like they did with Khan. That worked, right?
Come here, boy. Let me open my toy box. I call this the Family Tree Trimmer. It's a temporal phase shifter crossed with some garden shears. You could chop her entire family's timeline from all that was or ever will be. Or perhaps just prune one of her parents. Snip. Or this. This is the skull bucket. You put her in the bucket and everything dissolves except for her skull. Imagine your enemy's muscle and bone melting down in this oxygen and nutrient-rich bucket of sludge. She will lose everything except her cranium and her sense of self-awareness. Oh yes, she will know that she is a skull in a bucket. She will know.
I'm not sure.
Hektor, those two clowns aren't looking for terminal solutions. Their story arcs are sort of PG-13 tops.
Well, perhaps this will teach him how dangerous the galaxy can be.
What the? What the?
That's the backward sizer. Everything you think and say will happen in reverse. Don't worry, it will wear off in about 30 minutes. Here, you can take this device. Come see me when you're ready for a more indelible solution to your problem. How much for the beers?
You know, this bar doesn't only take credits. One of the big reasons this place is frequented by gallivanters, adventurers, and swashbucklers is they can settle their tab with something besides money.
Do tell.
It's Jupiter Saloon policy that you can cash out with a good tale.
Yeah, it's got to be a good one, though. No bachelorette parties. I don't want to hear about a horse dream you had. It's got to be a good one.
I'm afraid my life has been boring and I have nothing to tell.
Oh, come on. You've got a tale the galaxy's been dying to hear.
Which galaxy?
Come on. The one about how you and the crew with the Cowboys of Antares somehow took out an entire ILP wing with no weapons, no backup, and just a couple of pods.
I didn't realize that was something people were curious about.
So? Will you tell us?
All right, give me like 20 minutes to close up, and then we'll hear your tale about, what are they called?
Well, if you keep the sublight beers coming, I'll say that I've had just enough to drink, and I'm finding Miss Neutrino just charming enough that I relent. I will tell you the tale of the Cowboys of Antares.
Yes!
Jupiter Saloon is brought to you by Relativer. Have you ever matched on a dating app only to have this happen?
Hey cutie, I like your profile. Why don't we skip the chit-chat, head over to my quadrant, and we can fool around?
Yes? I'm one system away, but I'll hop in a cryo cab and be right over.
But by the time you get there, the savage calculations of kinematics and space-time have come between you. And that pretty young thing has aged.
You came. I waited so long, but you came to me.
Oh my god, you have aged so many years.
Yes, the relativistic pitfalls of light-speed travel has turned your 1K Kelvin cutie into a gamma-ray grandma.
I just want some physical love. No drama.
That's why we created Relativer. Relativer is the first interplanetary, intergalactic, pan-dimensional, and predictive temporal dating app, allowing you to see what your perfect match will look like when you get there. Just enter your location and travel means and browse millions of profiles from thousands of species past, present, and future. Don't limit yourself to dating within your solar system anymore. With Relativer, swipe across time and space to find yourself a better match and, if the universe is kind, a big bang of your own. Relativer, find your big bang. Relativer is a Chronolix company.
So there we were, a standard mining mission in the picaresque system. The field team was wrangling the payload by making 1 trillion micro-adjustments. Imagine a game of billiards in 4 dimensions, but every ball is a different shape and made of jagged bits of different space substances. You must consistently call your pocket, and if you're wrong or you miss, everyone dies. Horribly.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Shh, let him tell the story.
Oh, sorry.
We had a giant rock cloud we were shepherding through the Belial quadrant. The Tristessa Way had been shut down by the ILP, so we took a shortcut. Merging 2 asteroid clouds already in motion isn't simple, but we were very good at what we did.
Hektor, things look a little out of control.
It's all right, Captain Blue. Guards, make sure the valence layer is suppressed while we merge the clouds.
Hektor, my calculations are in the red.
Now relax, Captain. I've done the math.
The clouds are converging. Current course integrity holding at over 99.9%. Asteroid clouds merged. We're on track.
Looks like we did it, folks. Let's hold course and...
Full ILP security fleet conversion on our position out of light speed. Matching our course and velocity. 3 dreadnoughts, 2 cruisers, and a comms frigate. Battleship is hailing.
Attention all ships within range. This is Vice Admiral Lucius Borak of the ILP. You are dangerously close to an unpermitted cluster of asteroidal debris, currently blocking the XP-32X Starway. Please move to an acceptable distance and disengage your propulsion systems. Or we will be forced to engage EMP in the area to ensure your safety.
Son of a bitch. They're trying to steal our payload.
Command craft, prepare for tractor beam engagement and face-to-face rendezvous.
They took Captain Blue onto their command ship.
So what kind of weapons were you packing? Neutron spheres? Cracker Jacks? Did Captain Blue have something up her sleeve from your toy box?
This was long, long before the toy box, my boy. Back when I was just an idealistic math geek looking for the next impossible trigonometry trick shot.
Oh my god, is that Hektor the Vector? Do you think he'll sign my calculator?
Looks like you have a bit of a geeky fan club, Hektor. Also, Flynn, stop interrupting or I will make your chin touch both of your ears without detaching any of them.
Sorry.
Also, guys, we're closed. Get out of here. Get your calculator signed tomorrow. No, not that door.
What was that all about?
That's the poker chimp's room. In the early days of the Soviet-American space race, both sides were shooting all kinds of animals into the cosmos. Mice, frogs, dogs, eventually chimps. No such thing as a return trip back then, so those whose orbits didn't decay just sort of kept going. A lot of those chimps ended up here over the years, and they all love cards.
Hold up?
No, I actually try to keep my distance. But we give them free pitchers and let them smoke. Figure they've earned it.
This is a very interesting establishment. What is behind the other doors?
All due respect to the tale of the Space Monkey Casino, I believe Hektor was about to tell us what was going down with Blue being interrogated by that ILP jackbag.
Ah, yes. So Blue was in a tough spot, and the ILP's commander, Lucius Borak, was putting the screws to her on the bridge of their ship.
Do you know why you're here, Captain Blue?
Blue is fine. I reckon I'm here because you want to steal our ore under the auspices of patrolling this sector.
Well, we are here because either you and your team are dangerously close to 111,000 gigaliters of out-of-control bits of asteroid and we need to take you into protective custody, or because you're willingly escorted said amount of asteroid parts into an active spaceway. And under code Z423, you either need to be relocated or arrested. So, what will it be?
We appreciate your concern, Lucius.
Vice Ad.
But it's clear that what you're doing here is squeezing the working man for a bunch of rock we earned.
I think you need to consider your situation here.
Can I talk to my crew?
Yes. Please, tell them to stand down.
Hektor, please give them a sense of how sorry we are.
With pleasure, Captain.
I think you'll see in the end that...
Sir, we're looking at a lot of movement on the screens.
What?
Do you know what we do Vice Admiral Borak. Do you know who the Cowboys of Antares are?
Look, this'll all be over soon.
Sir, one of the dreadnoughts reports a collision.
That would be Hektor. What we do is move planet-sized clusters of nutrient-rich asteroids every 7 sols. If it's a single big rock, we might fling it here to there without an escort pod. We're pretty good.
Multiple more collisions reported, sir.
We can toss a Mars-sized rock 3 or 4 systems and have it bump against a McLaughlin beacon 45 light years away like it was nudging a baby awake. Sometimes we have to move the whole belt. That can take the better part of a morning to plan. Thousands of points in open space made to move in concert. Luckily, we have Hektor.
Sir, it would seem that there's a tightly wound circulation of asteroids that has been painstakingly organized to operate not only on the outside, but in between every ship. Like each one was sentient. This is some seriously advanced trig.
Prepare the weapons.
That cascade of breach alarms is a little something that Hektor cooked up. Your fleet is in the midst of a custom asteroid storm, as well as some interfleet rock swinging that's based on some telemetry we may have grabbed from your fighter training routes. Except instead of parking in your landing bays, the rocks are shooting around for another pass.
A direct hit on our aft, sir.
Ooh, your fleet seems to be interwoven with an asteroid storm. I wouldn't activate impulse controls at this point, and I definitely wouldn't try to plan a jump.
Ensign, ready the fighter squad.
I also wouldn't deploy the fighter squadrons. You'll lose half of them within 60 seconds of deployment.
What are your terms?
Oh, I am sure we can work something out.
You bitch.
And we drove off in our new Imperial dreadnought. No harm, no foul.
No harm? It sounds like you killed hundreds of people.
Okay, so an abundance of harm, but also a skull bucket's worth of foul, no? Well, I'm off to my suite.
Oh, you're sticking around?
Yes, I'll be here for a bit.
So, what brings you to the sector, Hektor?
Now. I haven't had that many beers. We all need our secrets, don't we, Tau Neutrino? We are all driven by interior motivations and aided or impeded by unseen forces. What of your mission?
What makes you think I have a mission at all? I can't even get a job at this dump.
All right, we gotta shut this down. Tomorrow's karaoke night and I need some sleep. Rover, hit the lights!
This episode of Jupiter Saloon, The Cowboys of Antares was directed by Thierry Denis and written by Chris O'Keefe. Mix and sound design by Daniel Tureck. Relative or ad spot written by Thierry Denis, Chris O'Keefe, and Kevin Carranza. Main theme song Satellite Girls by Love Like Deloreans. Music supervision by U2 Can Woo. They're always up to cool stuff. Check them out at u2canwoo.com. Cowboys of Antares theme performed by Steve Lord and Chris O'Keefe. Tau Neutrino played by Beth Gallagher. Hektor the Vector played by Mike Sears. Jordan Stillman as Captain Blue. T.H. Ponders as Darge. James Oliva as Vice Admiral Lucius Borak. Flynn played by Robert Guerra. Rover played by Rachel Beck. Joe the Bartender by Chris O'Keefe. Chuz the Wet Beer Guy. The Queen Vesperia Ensign, and Relativer Guy played by Thierry Denis. Featuring Angela Lee Belleville as the Shuttle Voice and the Relativer Girl. Our executive producers are Thierry Denis, Patrick Urich, and Chris O'Keefe. Our producers are T.H. Ponders and Leah Vielfert. Recorded by T.H. Ponders, Thierry Denis, and Chris O'Keefe. Jupiter Saloon was created by Patrick Urich and Chris O'Keefe. Jupiter Saloon is a Podcation LLC production. I'm Patrick Urich, and this is CNN.